What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. You know, anytime Kevin's out here, we got to get the Supercharged notch out just because it's too much fun. So guess what? That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to play with a little Cobra action. So let's go. Yeah, Kevin's car is a beast, but we're gonna get in something a little slower but still cool. So let's get in, let's go for a ride. All right, guys, so we really haven't been able to do much with the 95 Cobra since it's been here. Needed a clutch, needed a trans. Thankfully, handling came through, and we got the rebuilt T45 in here, new clutch, all of that good stuff. So car is good to go. So yeah, and we had to put a fuel pump in it right after we put the trans in. But anyway, let's get this thing out, have a little Cobra fun. So as far as this car, guys, there's no gear. It's got headers, cat back, H-pipe. Other than that, it's stone stock. See how she do. I'm not gonna say it's fast, but all things being noted, the car being stock, all of that, this car moves out really good. I'm pretty sure this thing has got like 308 gears. I'm not even sure, but let's go. That's 100. It's got a weird hop when you hit second. It's like it doesn't chirp the tires, it just kind of pops the whole car off the ground, which is kind of odd, but it runs great. If you're not really familiar with the 94, 95 Cobras, pretty basic, very, very similar to the 93 Cobras, but this was the last year for the pushrod in the Mustang, being 1995, but pretty basic, 1.7 roller rockers, GT40 iron heads, Cobra intake. The cams were pretty much junk. They definitely could have benefited from a decent cam, but yeah, it is what it is. 24-pound injectors. I mean, pretty basic stuff. But again, this car is not a complete slouch. It actually, comparable to a GT, you can definitely tell the added power is there. And this car is really fun to drive. It handles really good. It's got the 13-inch brakes. I mean, what's not to love? And guess what? All it needs is a set of heads and a better cam, and you're going to pick up, I don't know, 50, 60 horsepower, maybe more, and then you've got something really fun to drive. Couple quick facts about the 94, 95 Cobras. Obviously, this is not the factory hood. The factory hoods looked like the GTs. This is off of a 96 to 98 car. You can tell by the 2 scoops and then the bulge in the center. But a couple interesting facts about the 94, 95 Cobras. The unique rear spoiler gives it away as a Cobra. It had the kind of the snake tooth, fork tongue end on it, which is kind of cool. Kind of interesting fact about the Cobras. Also, the rear bumper cover did not say Cobra, okay? That didn't start until 96. But as you see, this says Mustang, not GT. The Mustang GT said Mustang GT. So what they did for the Cobra, the 94, 95, the rear bumper cover just had Mustang embossed in it. Other slightly interesting facts, the airbag on the steering wheel didn't have a horse. It said Cobra, which is epic. And then you have the white face gauges up there. But other than that, really not much. This is also kind of cool. This went away, I believe, in 96. The little pod mounted clock on top of the dash. Just lots of little stuff they changed over the years. And there was some suspension revisions with the dampers and springs, all that good stuff. Make it handle a little bit better. SVT really did a bang up job with these cars. Anyway, let's get this thing back out. Play a little more. Because this car runs and shifts so good. Very fun car to drive. Yeah, it doesn't make a bunch of horsepower, but the car handles good. It's got decent power. It sounds freaking great, and it's comfortable. I mean, what's not to love about a 94, 95 Cobra? Kevin, you know, before you go, we got to hear a little blower whistle and cam chop. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Too big, then it'll be a pain in the ass, you know? Yeah.
I think I'm trying to HR 274.
Might as well, yeah.
Huh?
Might as well.
Yeah, not much bigger.
Sounds good. I guess we gotta go to Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan. You gonna run it at Ford Takeover?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to get Emily ready to drive the blue car. And yeah, it's definitely, we're gonna have some fun anyway.
You got that right.
For that one, guys.
It's gonna be freaking epic.
Yeah.
All right, boys, that is pretty much gonna wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed the 95 Cobra video. Guys, I'm telling you, if you can find a good 94, 95 Cobra, they're freaking great cars. They didn't make very many of them, and for years, and I mean years, they basically couldn't give these cars away. I mean, you could pick up a clean one for $3,500. I mean, I don't really understand why they were never so, what's the word, desirable. I know the 93 Cobras have always been, and I guess maybe it was because the mod motor Cobras came out later and had 305 horsepower, and the mod motor was especially the 4-valve was all the rage back then. But if you can find a 94, 95 Cobra, you get the Cobra brakes, you get the good suspension, they're really sweet cars. And there wasn't many of them. At some point, the value's got to really start climbing. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one.